I'm David Bryant. I'm a technical fellow in the Emerging Technologies organization. I have a variety of roles as an individual contributor in emerging technologies, largely associated with technology transfer, getting our research and implementations quickly out of those organizations into product or out into the world.
My name is Jun Ong. I'm an architect and I'm also a light artist. So I do a lot of light-related installations. I also work with programmers, electrical engineers, electronic engineers to do interactive art installations.
My name is Chi Yim. I'm one of the director of Women Who Code Kuala Lumpur network. Women Who Code is a nonprofit organization from San Francisco. What we do is to empower and encourage women in leadership, especially in technology career, and also, of course, to encourage more women to code.
I like the idea that it gets us out more places. I think I'd rather have 57 developer roadshows than one giant galactic developer event. The opportunity to connect with the community, talk to teams of people working in areas that they see as being central to the success of the web. More than just talking to developers about their specific projects, which is always a good thing. How do we actually scale that up and do more community to community? We can probably have more conversations in a single developer roadshow visit in an area like this with more active communities because we're working through that incubator that's already sort of got them mutually aware of each other. And so if you look at what we've done in Firefox and with our web platform technologies over the 2 years that I've been involved, a lot of that work has been driven by what developers need. So the web game stack, WebGL, WebAssembly, a bunch of these formative technologies sort of coordinated and brought together because we're interested in what developers want and need and how to satisfy them. We're focused on broadly web experiences, new kinds of experiences that can be brought to the web, like VR and augmented reality and speech and that sort of thing. And so the way we know we're going to get those experiences out into the world is by engaging with the developers that are going to help us build the technologies, build important tools like A-Frame, and then create these alternative experiences that will ultimately give people more value out of the internet.
And with this, it gives me a lot of freedom because I always start my creative process sketching on a notebook, and it's very two-dimensional, and then try to work my way in a 3D modeling software. So this kind of combines these two steps together. I can immediately sketch while being three-dimensional at the same time. It's hard for clients to perceive how it would impact their space unless it's rendered. It would be cool if at some point we can play on luminosity, certain lines can glow, and I can dim it, play with shadows maybe. So I don't even have to render it, I can just sketch it, and that's like the render already, and put the goggles on the client, and that's it, you get the idea immediately. This would be a good method to get people to visualize this idea three-dimensionally.
Events like this is helpful to create awareness, attention, but they don't know where to go after that, so there's not so much of follow-up after that. So that's the next step for community organizers like us to find out what we should do with people who attend the events and what's next for them. We find that community now has more impact because we can impact trainers, teachers that would have access to all the schools. So that's exciting. I'm hoping in 5 years' time we will move towards impacting larger societies, not just within your techies, not just within businesses, but with society. That's the beauty of open source where everybody contributes.